Hello, this is Tara Pritchard, Confidence Coach for Women, here to help you get your shit together. I just washed my hair, so that's why it's all curly, twirly, and whirly for you. But anyway, today I want to talk about the idea that it's time for a transition. It's time for you to go through this process of release. It's time for you to let go of things that you have been holding on to, whether it's mentally, whether it's physically, right? So that could be weight that you've been carrying, right? It might be time for you to pray and, release it because there's no need for you to carry it anymore. It could be emotions that have been welled up inside of yourself. It could be something that's mentally. It could also be something spiritually. Maybe you need to further enhance your relationship with a higher power, or you need to be more consistent with what it is that you do to connect with your faith, right? Whatever the case may be, it is a time for release. It is a time for renewal. And it's also a time to ready yourself to move into the next level. It's also specifically a time to forgive yourself for any past decisions or past thoughts that you may have been carrying, right? That have been holding you back from showing up fiercely and fearlessly in the world in the way that you want to show up. It's time to let it go, right? Because the truth is, you did then what you thought was the right thing to do, right? And nothing is a mistake. There are no failures, right? Because everything is a life lesson and everything is guiding and directing you on the right path. So again, as always, as I always say, to get you in the fullest, truest alignment with the person that you are really destined to be, right? So sometimes it's plot twists, like in a book or like in a movie, right? Sometimes you get thrown off course, right? So maybe over the course of the last couple of months or this year, or the last couple of years, you may felt like you have been off course, but you've been slowly but surely working to get back on course. Or maybe right now you feel like you're off course, or right now you might feel like you're cool and you're good, but in the months to come, we have no idea what's to come. No matter how much you plan and you prepare, you have no idea what's to come. And even though it is a new year upon us, just so you know, as I'm sure you do, God doesn't necessarily he doesn't work on our timelines, A. B, even though it's a new year coming for us, right? In the physical world, in the spiritual world, God don't care that it's 2017 is coming. He don't care. If he's going to give you something new, he's going to send you a miracle. He's going to send you a blessing. He's going to force you to change something. Maybe that's leaving a relationship. Maybe that's leaving certain friendships behind. Maybe that's you stepping into a new job or into a new position or something like that. Or maybe it's time for you to become a mom, or it's time for you to have another child, or it's time for you to get married. He doesn't care that it's 2017 is coming, right? That's really something that we've created down here. But he does, right, want to see you forgiving yourself. He does want to see you practicing forgiveness and mercy just like he has on you, right? He does want to make sure you have a vision and you're making it plain, right? Because if you have the vision, he will give you the provision. So you still have to do your part. But part of that part is, even though you're planning and you're preparing and you're readying yourself for a next level or a new season or a new year, that you still have to make sure you are forgiving and you are releasing and you are letting things go, so that when it is time for you to step into this next season, right? And maybe that's spiritually, a lot of that's literally, physically, spiritually, whatever the case may be. Because right now you could literally choose to step into a new season. You don't have to necessarily wait until 2017 in order to step into that new season. But my point is, it's time for you to release. It's time for you to let go. You don't want to take anything with you as you transition and as you move forward and as you evolve, right? Because obviously, as you already know, you can't fit new things, right, into old things, right? You have to make space. It's time for you to make space. It's time for you to make room. It's time for you to clean out. It's time for you to declutter. And that means decluttering literally around you, but it also means decluttering, the things that you're following online, right? The people that you're following, the people that are in your phone, right? You might need to go through and delete some old text messages, right, that you've been holding on to. You might need to go through your home and throw away old things from old exes or old friendships or old ties that you no longer have. What things are you still holding on to that you need to release? What things are you still beating yourself up for, right, that happened years ago that you just can't let go because it's so hard to forgive yourself for making certain decisions or making certain mistakes over and over again. Again, your goal is growth. So your goal is to learn from those things. And as Maya Angelou always says, when you know better, you can do better, right? And now because you are reflecting and you're getting into that zone, right? Now you know better, so you can do better. So there's absolutely no reason to beat yourself up. There's absolutely no reason for you not to be able to forgive yourself and move forward with clarity and with confidence, feeling fiercely and fearlessly like you can completely slay this next season of your life, because you can if you let it go. Again, when you know better, you can do better, and you know better. So it's time to release.